Good evening and welcome to the Shanghai circuit. Here we are in China, 28 laps, and it's going to be a big one tonight. This is penultimate race of the season, just tonight, and we have Silverstone to come with a sprint race, of course, at Silverstone. Everything's still on the line. It's going to be a big week. We'll see. We'll see what happens this week. Nothing can be decided tonight. It's about positioning yourself in terms of the championship and the constructors for next week. Let's have a look at the constructors, actually. I think Ferrari, yeah, actually the constructors, funnily enough, Ferrari, I've got this. So I'm sure Will and Tim will be happy about that. And I'm not sure if Paddy's here this week or not. If he's not, then this could be a bit of an anticlimax in terms of the Drivers' Championship. No, he says he's here. So yeah, that being the case, nothing can be confirmed, especially because of the sprint race next week. Let's say, so right now the championship in the driver standings. So Tim is 9 points clear. The only way that Tim could win the championship is if he wins tonight and Paddy gets 0 points, and I don't see that happening. So I think we'll get to the last race of the season, and everything will be up in the air still. Unfortunately, I think it's because it's the end of the summer holidays. It's the last night of the summer holidays tonight, which, if you're not from Britain, is you get a 6-week holiday, 6-week break in the summer from school. So because it's the end of that, turnout I think might be a little lower, and a lot of families as well. Again, it's probably a British thing. Go on holiday in the first weeks of September because flights and stuff are cheaper. It's technically off season. It's not like peak summer anymore, so that could have something to do with it. We've got 13 in, and Paddy and Tim are in, so that's good to see. See if Reese can have another good week. We've got Josh there. King Panda's in. Panda Man, of course, as well. Main Man Flopper. Ice One, my number one teammate. Reese is there, I think I mentioned. Ace, hopefully looking for a better weekend or better race than last week. Yeah, just one Red Bull tonight, unfortunately. I think Ferrari have got the I think they've got the constructors won anyway, I'm pretty sure. I'll try and figure it out. So it'd be 25, so it's 26 at 18, so that's 44. Plus the 8 and 7, so it'd be 44, 15, 54. 59 points available next week. All right. Well, it's still doable. Yeah, no, it is. No, you're right. It is still doable. Yeah, you're going to have to stay within 59 points of the Ferraris. Which is not going to be an easy task. They've got 2 cars, obviously, this week. You've got just the one. And I think the gap is about that right now. So Looks like you're going to have to win this week. Lloyd is back. He certainly is. Nice to see you again, Lloyd. I hope you're well. Here we go. Into qualifying then. I've done a few laps myself tonight, actually. China, not a track that we see too often, so I thought I'd familiarise myself once again with the circuit. I enjoyed it. It was difficult because I've not played the this track, or not raced around this track. We'll see what the qualifying times are in comparison to what I did. Probably going to be faster, to be fair. Everybody just setting their cars up right now, getting everything ready. Hopefully this dry weather will see us through, not just qualifying but for the race. Lloyd's is going to double warm-up lap. It's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, with the fuel load. So basically what Lloyd's saying, for those that don't know, he's going to do two what we'd call out laps, warm-up laps. So he's got the minimum amount of fuel doing his fast lap, and that little bit less fuel is going to make a massive difference in terms of your time. The risk with it is your tyres. If you overheat your tyres, that affects performance negatively, and of course if you invalidate that lap, then you've kind of wasted an extra lap's worth of time. So it's a risk reward thing. I do like to do it myself at some tracks, to be fair. As we're on board right now with Ice One in the lone Red Bull tonight. It's going to be a tough job for him. He's got to, as I say, he's got to stay within 59 points of the Ferraris to make sure that their Red Bulls still have a chance in the Constructors next week. I'm aware that that Butler's actually in front, but he's on the medium tyres, so that's why we're not following him. So, round the last corner, start finish straight. It's a fairly long straight into what is quite an awkward first few corners. So you've got a really long right-hander here into another extremely long left-hander. Still going around the left-hander. Short straight with a right-handed kink. Hard braking. That's probably the most difficult corner there. Down into second or even first gear around that right-hander. Again, another long left-hander into a sweeping right-hander. Another left coming up. This is a left hairpin. It's a double left, but it is a hairpin. And then we've got the left-right here at the end of sector 2. The right-hander, again, very long sweeping turn. And then we've got the long start-finish straight. This is a big one. And you get DRS about halfway down. You should be able to top your car out in terms of max speed. Very hard braking into the right-handed hairpin. Short little straight into the left-hander and then over the start-finish line. Careful with the left-hander. This looks like quite a safe lap, to be fair. It is. It's a 32.3. It's a good lap, but it's a safe one. You know, as you probably saw there, Ice One not using the whole of the track, not putting his car in, you know, right off of the side of the track. But that's for good reason. He's got that banker lap in now and now can push. So Will Witchell puts in a 31 dead. King Panda's put in a 135.6. A lot of mixed times here. 132.29 for Verpe there. And that's a very, very good lap. It's just in front of Ice One. We're on board with Reese at the minute. Pandaman Gaming a 133.4, so some really close times. Reese struggling a little bit with the hairpin. So 132.2, so that's a good lap. 132.3 there for Josh Gaming, nicely into fifth. Paddy, let's have a look at Paddy, who's in sector 3, of course, second in the championship right now. Let's see what sort of time Paddy puts in. It's a 131.8. So Will Witchell absolutely smashed it this so far. Ace has retired from session. We've got Flopper on. Tim is about to come out for his outlap, so we'll get on with Tim. That's a 135 for Flopper. A lot of safe laps coming in early. Butler's just put another lap in. That's a 132.6. That's Lloyd, I think. Lloyd Butler. So yeah, Tim on an outlap. We're going to stick on board with Tim because this is our championship leader. Everyone else has put their fast lap in. So everyone's going to be coming in the pits anyway. We've got Govey in the pits in the Haas yet to come out. I think it's good that it's all going to come down to Silverstone, or most likely it looks like it's all going to come down to Silverstone, just because I think it's such a good track to race on, and I think it's a fitting end to the season that the championship potentially is going to be won there. Tim, who did start from the back of the grid last week, had a qualifying ban, and had a really good performance, to be fair to him. As you can see, just warming the tyres. Got that ERS ready. Not overheating the brakes, just nice and smooth, ready for the fast lap. Here we go then. This is teammate Will Witchell, who provisionally is on pole position right now. Not a lot of traffic out, a clean lap. Got a lot of clean air. He's got a Haas in front, but that's Flopper, who actually up into third position, by the way, with a 131.9. That's a purple sector 1 all ready for Tim. Looking strong. Obviously he's going to want as big of an advantage as he can get in the driver's standings. Round the double left-hander towards the end of sector 2. Another purple sector, 51.4. That's 6/10 quicker than what Ice One did at that stage. Excuse me, at that stage. So very good so far. Just saving a little bit of ERS for the end of the lap there. It's going to be a 131.2, which is 2/10 down on his teammate, but good enough for second position. So a pretty good lap there from Tim. That's a good opening lap. Got time for another one. Qualifying going really quick today. Already over halfway through. Govey is out. He's about to start a fast lap. Got away with that there. I thought that might have been an invalidation, but that's using all the track and then some. I misjudged that. Let's go to Ice One, who's on his fast lap. He can improve on the 1:32.3. That's a big miscalculation there from Govey in the Haas, which is why you want to get a lap in early if you can. Almost a 10th up right now. Ice One looking decent. It's not going to take a lot for him to move up quite a few positions, to be fair, so yeah, he's going to want to put in a good lap here. He'll be a bit more aggressive on the corners and hitting the apex and using all the track if he's got a banker lap in. Just lost out in sector 2 there though. Lost about a 10th. He's now 400ths down on this previous time. It's a really good sector 1 though. DRS enabled, as you can see. Taking the wide line through the hairpin, trying to get as much exit speed as possible, and has backed out. Has decided it's better with just 7 minutes left of qualifying to come in, call that run. There's Josh, who is let's see, he's in sector 1 at the minute. Just come through those big looping lefts and rights. That's apparently a purple sector 1. 2 tenths up on his time, which is good. It's a very good start. You see, there's a lot of from Paddy on a 1:31.8 down really to Josh on a 1:32.3. There's no real big gap, so even the smallest of margins can gain you a few places here. Look at that. That is over half a second quicker through 2 sectors. You can hook sector 3 up here. This could be a potentially second row of the grid at least. Important to get this hairpin right. Nice and close to the apex of the corner. Not using all the track on the outside, doesn't want to overly risk it. It's a 1:31.4. That's 3rd position taken from Paddy there. That's a very good lap from Josh, in fairness. Yeah, he's absolutely smashed that and put a bit of a gap between himself and those behind. In fact, Reese just put in a Reese just put in a 1:31.9. Flopper with a purple sector 2.5 tenths up. So this could be a good time here. Flopper had a great race last week. It was quite unfortunate. There's a lot of drift on the controller. One of the few drivers to be using a controller, so yeah, we'll see what sort of time we can put in. No, it's pulled out there. Okay. Not happy at all. That's quite surprising. Panda Man might be on an in-lap here. We'll find out. That's a lot of ERS used. Needs to use his mirrors as well. Well, I'm not going to get into that argument. That's for the stewards and the drivers to discuss. Yeah, Panda Man's on an in-lap. So everybody really on an in-lap right now. Ice One's on an out-lap. He's the only one at the minute. So we'll get on board with Ice One again. we go then. DRS enabled. Over the start finish line. Will's coming for an outlap. You can see just in front of Ice One right now. We've still got 3 minutes and 10 to go. Everybody's going to be leaving it as late as possible. There were a few mistakes last week, if I remember correctly. Some people left it a bit too late, so just got to be careful. Ice One trying to get a bit of a toe off of Will at the minute. I'll try and touch these curbs, but not take too much on the inside off of the curbs, because you will go spinning. 2 tenths up so far then, Ice One. So a good first couple of sectors. Get a toe down here from Will, that'll be very nice. Now Will should move out of the way there, to be fair. That's if that's compromised Ice One's time, that's a bit naughty. You're on an outlap, you need to get off the racing line. That's for you to do, not the person on a fast lap. It's a 1:31.8, good enough for 4th position. Will is the only one on a fast lap at the minute, but it's invalidated. Well, so that's you're gonna have to hope that he's got enough fuel to go again. I'm just looking where. So Paddy's further forward. We'll stay with Paddy then. It's all going to come down to these last laps by everyone. Down the long straight, the DRS straight. The Ice One moving off the track there just to let everyone through. That's what you should be doing. There we go then. Over the start finish line for Paddy. It's all or nothing right now. In terms of qualifying, this is the lap. You can put it all on the line. Such a difficult first corner, that, and the second as well. Purple sector 5. That's half a second up, Paddy, at the minute. That's really put a marker down, and qualifying is over, so these are going to be the last laps. See what sector 2 is going to be like for Paddy. What's the time? Gained slightly in sector 2. Ooh, maybe took a little bit too much out of the curb there. That could be costly. Got to keep going. There are places to be won and lost here. I think Tim has come in, so yeah. Using all of the track possible for a 1:31.2 and good enough for 2nd position. He will start in front of Tim. Will's invalidated again, but he's gonna get pole. Oh, he's got a 5-place grid penalty. Wow, that's controversial there. Which means Paddy will be starting from pole position. Just Reese coming across the line. That is it for qualifying. We've got Govey, who's a big 10 seconds up. Oh, he's just ran wide there a little bit. still a big improvement there on his personal best. So credit where it's due. Managed to put in a better time. But we're going to have Paddy on pole position from Tim. We've got an all second row of Saubers. Then it's going to be Verpe, and then Will Witchell, who did put in the fastest time by 2/10, but that 5th place grid penalty there. Followed by Ice One and Butler. Then we've got Reese in 9th, Flopper in 10th. Quite surprised, Flopper not as quick as I maybe expected today. Yeah, same Paddy second, but I don't know if you saw that come up on the screen there. Will had a 5th place grid penalty, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go, look. Josh saying the young one. Yes, the student has become the master there, Josh. As we just look at the grid again, and we've got Pandaman in 11th, Govey in 12th, and Ace will be at the back of the grid. Incredible there. He said a collision, I believe, from Will. I'm not sure myself. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. Very interesting. Let's just get in the chat. Well, it looks like it's going to be a full dry race. It's not a cloud in the sky, so that's pretty good. I'm just sorting a few loads and their strategies out here. Here we go. We have our formation lap. Let's see what tyres everyone's going on. So most most people out on the hard tyres, Tim, King Panda, Ice One and Reese have all decided to go on the mediums. Everyone else on the hard tyres. So, oh, Paddy running a little bit wide there, getting those tyres heated up. Ah, very nice. A little drink before we start. Yeah, so interesting strategies. The Saubers have gone for split strategies, which is interesting. A safety car is going to be absolutely mental here, especially early on with with those hard runners. So yeah, I'm one that likes to go mediums first, then hards, in terms of a one-stop strategy and a 50% race. But it's not always the correct choice. But we'll see tonight. We'll see what happens. Expect those medium runners, Tim, for example, and King Panda, who are both on the front couple of rows of the grid, to get off really quickly. Paddy's going to have to back the grid up a little bit here. His tyres are going to be very cold. So hopefully no DQs, apart from Ace, unfortunately, on the formation lap. We'll see if anybody overdoes it on the start position. Yeah, Will. There we go. Will be. So, for those that don't know, there's obviously there's a limit to where you can be on the grid, and there's a timer, and you want to get that timer within purple because that's as close as you can get. As we just get ready. And we're off. Here we go. Clean start. Will's had a bad start there. Ice one's through. Reese has gone through on Butler, and Will having a bit of a disastrous start here. Panda looking to try and get through on Josh. Tim is up into first position, by the way. I'll come back to that about the where you start in a sec. Yeah, Flopper gaining a position up into 8th now. Oh, and Josh with a bit of a dodgy start. They're down into 5th now. Ice one up to 4th. Those medium tyres working wonders. Caution in sector 2. Might have had a bit of a collision there at the back. Will going back through on Ice one. Everybody looks like they've got through clean. That's, whoa, not now. We've got Flopper and Verpe off, both missing front wings. We've got a VSC already lap 1, so very aggressive start, and these guys are going to have to pit in for new wings, that's for sure. As you can see, look, Verpe's got nothing on his front wing. I don't know what Flopper's looking like. Yeah, that's the same. A big collision there at the back. Just while the VSC is out, so you can have a green time or purple time where you stop on the grid. But if you try and get too much or too close to your starting position and you overcook it, it pushes you quite far back, and it's a disadvantage. So again, risk to reward. And here's Tim under the virtual safety. It looks like actually a full safety car is out. And you can see on the map there, at the bottom right, on the track map, that yellow circle, that yellow dot there, that is a safety car. So yeah, full safety car. Yep, there it is. So very early safety car. Quite a few people pitting in here. Yeah, so lots of changes. Will, is that overtaking under the safety car there, Will? You need to be careful. Yeah, 4 people. That's Reese, Ace, Flopper and Verpe all pitting in. Yeah, Will giving the place back. And rightfully so. We are under safety car conditions, so can't be overtaking. Oh, you see Will, he's all over the place. You gotta be careful, he's very close to Pandaman as well. I mean, Pandaman's dropped back a little bit. But yeah, just be careful there. You obviously don't want any collisions under the safety car. That's not going to do you any favours. You see the possible race strategies? I don't see that really. Not the 2-stopper, unless there's another safety car at some point. And Will's got damaged front left end plate on his wing there. He's going to have to pit in. Hopefully did no damage to anyone else. Driving a little bit erratically, I think, the kind way of putting it at the minute, Will. Safety car still out, as expected. I would guess it's going to come in at the end of this lap, if I had to guess. So yeah, Will into the pits, Ace back into the pits. Get on board with Will right now in the pits. He's retired from the session. Ace with damage there. I don't know what to say about that. I'll keep comments to myself, really. What that does mean, though, is that it gives Ice One a chance in the constructors to keep Red Bull in this and take it to the last day of the season. I think it's the Red Bulls. Yeah, it is. My head's a bit all over the place today. I've had a bit of a tough weekend. Nothing bad. Just one of them. I'm just a bit. Been ready for this week race all week though, especially given obviously last week's race was amazing. So probably going to see the safety car come in this lap, I would imagine. We'll see if we get any notice of that. We have got Tim in the lead at the minute, but he is on those medium tyres, not pitted in yet. Safety car will help those mediums go a little bit longer. No, safety car staying out another lap. I'm a little bit surprised at that. I think everyone was more or less bunched together. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens here. Is it gonna go just one more? Also, don't want 28 laps under the safety car. That's Verp is in the pits. That with damage, I assume, to the front wing. Yep, that will be a change of wing. Giovanni and Butler overtake each other. Guys, this is a safety car. You've got 10 car lengths, you know what I mean? There's no need to be... There's no need to be going mental trying to overtake under us. You're just going to penalise yourself. You're going to get damage. You're going to damage yourself, damage somebody else's car, possibly get a penalty. You know, it's... I don't like to see that. I don't like to be negative during commentary. Those that have watched multiple commentaries of mine throughout the time that I've been doing commentary in various leagues, I'm not really one to focus on the negatives. But sometimes you've just got to say, look, come on, you've got 10 car lengths to play with. He's overtaking in AI. He shouldn't be in AI for a start. So that'll probably be a penalty if that gets reported. So safety car in this lap anyway. Very early telling us that the safety car's in. Look, there's a massive straight to go. Tim weaving all over the place. Obviously warming the tyres up, but still, it's look how close everyone is. Everyone's bunched up. There's loads of time left in the lap to get close. You're taking a big risk of damaging your car. That's all I'm saying. So here we go. Get ready for the restart. He's gone. Yep, there we go. He's gone early. Has Tim. He's gone as early as possible. Let's see how everybody positions here on the restart. Good restart from Paddy and King Panda. Nobody really caught out there. As we've got Reese going through on Govik, Flopper going through as well. Ace going through into 10th position now. That'd be nice for him to score a point or 3 tonight. That'd be good for him. I see a lot of people locking up. Paddy holding on to second though. King Panda's, you know, on the medium tyres alongside Tim. I think Ice One as well was the other one running on those mediums out of the front runners. So these guys are going to want to get the maximum they can out of these tyres as quickly as possible. We will have DRS enabled on the next lap, so as you see, Tim is absolutely flooring it here. Paddy is down into third position. What's going on here? King Panda's gone through. We've got yellow flags. It's a Haas. I think that's Jovi. Yeah, Panda's gone through there. And advantage Tim here because he's pulled out 1.3 seconds. You see Ice One and Josh side by side. Ice One's cut the corner a little bit there. Josh has took the position. Butler's gone through on teammate Pandaman Gaming. Verpe's just gone in front of Ace for 10th position. That's the fastest lap of the race from Tim so far. He's got a big gap as well now. 1.4 seconds to second position. Looking really good on those mediums, but gonna have to pit in at some point in the not too distant future. Reese up into sixth, or going on down there in sixth position, or the battle for sixth position. And yeah, so is that Butler under AI there? Maybe having a few connection issues. Got to be careful overtaking him if he's going to be AI. Oh, look, there's a slight touch there. Oh, Verp sent wide. That's not a car's width, I don't think. Verp is going to be very disappointed with that. You see the 3 cars in front of these two, all stuck together. I would imagine there's going to be some overtaking very soon. Verpe having a very long look. As we go up to Reese. All 5 of these guys really close. This is the battle for 6th position between them here. And Paddy's gone through on King Panda. But as you see, Pandaman Gaming has lost out big time there because of not having DRS down that straight. And has dropped down to 8th position. Flopper up into 6th. Reese up into 7th. Paddy now putting in the fastest lap of the race. But King Panda's gone through again. Those medium tyres still working very well. Let's get on board with Paddy then and see how well he can fight back. We'll keep an eye on that battle for 6th position. Big gap opened now between Ice One and Flopper. A 3-second gap, so obviously going to be very happy with that Ice One. That's good for the Red Bull driver, former teammate. No favouritism here, of course. Josh is not a million miles away either, by the way, in 4th position. So Paddy, although he will be looking forward in terms of position, he has got to be careful. Butler's finally been passed by Verpe, but he's retook the position. They are side by side. Look at them. Let's see. We're looking at the DRS here. We've got the slipstream as well. Quite an easy pass there. Josh is just a little bit too far back to push and make the move. Pandaman losing out again. Look, down to 9th. Not having a great time. Oh, and Verpe there. Oh, big touches there. Verpe's managed to take 9th, but he's on the outside. Oh, and they've both gone wide. Oh, they've both gone wide. I think they both locked wheels there, and neither could turn. And the gap now, they've lost out positions, and both of them are going to be angry at each other. And they'll have to sort that out after the race. They've got to refocus and go again. And Pandaman goes through again into 10th. It's a great battle here for the final points scoring position, or it's now for the final point scoring position. As you see, Verpe goes through again, but it shouldn't be for that position. They both, I guess, they locked wheels, and it meant neither of them could turn, and they've both lost out. Back up to the front of the chasing pack here, as Tim has got a 3.2 second gap, which he will be delighted with. Oh, and Paddy runs wide. Josh has gone through. That's a rare mistake there from Paddy, and Ice One's right on the back of him now as well. Difficult for King Panda. He's not going to have DRS, but He's got his teammate with him. Josh, he's taking the alternate line there. Looking for the inside, round the hairpin. Paddy has managed to get through though, and he's managed to hold third position. Just dropping back a little bit now from King Panda. Paddy's going to have the inside into turn 1. Josh going around the outside, taking a lot of speed around the outside. Side by side. Oh, a slight touch. Not sure. Paddy has pulled out. He's in 4th position. He's good there. Don't think he wants to overly... Obviously, he doesn't want to overly risk it here and cost himself the race, as in, like, get himself a DNF. That's the only way that he won't be in the hunt for the championship going into the final race of the season. So, just got to be a bit careful. Josh now catching his teammate, King Panda. We heard it today in real life, papaya rules. I think it's going to be lime green rules between these two Sabre drivers. They will be racing each other, but I don't think they'll be, they won't be stupidly aggressive with it. As Josh looks like he's going to go through. Yep, nice pass there. Obviously difficult for King Panda, not having any DRS to work with. Same with Flopper there, down into 8th position. Not having any DRS to work with down that straight is very difficult to defend. So Josh up into 2nd now. King Panda just having a little look. Remember, these Sabres are on split strategies. And so King Panda is on the medium tyre and Josh is on the harder tyre. So King Panda will... he needs to be looking to pull out as big a gap as possible. Understand that these mediums are going to be quicker in the second half of the race for those switching to medium from the hard tyre. Tim's got a lovely lead right now though, doing really well. 3.2 seconds as ooh, and a bit of oversteer from Paddy. Surely the hards aren't struggling already. Going down the long straight here. Let's see, not getting any closer. If anything, oh, he's a little bit now at the end. King Panda goes through with the DRS. That's to be expected. Paddy in that awkward position that we've spoken about in previous weeks, where he's 3rd in a DRS train. It's very difficult. Because you can't catch the guy that's directly in front of you because he's also got DRS. So it's a tough spot to be in. This is the closest battle on track as well, these three. Paddy looking down the inside. Oh, quite a few touches there between Paddy and Josh. Paddy trying to squeeze it down the inside. Manages to get through. Josh defending though. Given King Panda a decent gap now. He's managed to get over a second in front, which will break the DRS. Paddy's looking, yeah, he's trying to get it back down under a second. And that's a 3-second penalty for Govey there. For multiple warnings. For the unintentional corner putting or track limits. Paddy struggling a little bit through that sector. As you can see, quite a bit of oversteer. Josh is going to put it down the inside. He's going to have DRS as well. Decent exit from Paddy, to be fair. DRS kicks in, and Paddy's going to try and defend the inside. Just trying to squeeze. That's a good pass from Josh. Nice and clean. Ice One had dropped back a little bit there and has managed to get right on the back of Paddy. But also Reese now has managed to join this pack of what is now 4 cars. Oh, is that damage for Reese? Just hit the back of Paddy there, I believe. Trying to get a look at the wing, not getting a decent view. Let's have a look. No, it looks all right. He might not have damage. He might be all okay. Looked like he just hit the back of Paddy a little bit. So yeah, he's got a bit lucky and he's done well. He was boxed in there, trying to overtake Ice One, which he has done eventually. But yeah, he just got boxed in a little bit by having Ice One at one side and then Paddy directly in front. It's difficult. Just checking that front wing. It does look okay to me. Nice one, just dropped back. He's going to have DRS. I think he passed the detection line well within a second. Josh back within a second of his teammate. I don't know whether King Panda's just dropped back a little bit to help his teammate out there. It wouldn't surprise me. That's good. These Saabers do work well together. Got a good banter between each other and whatnot. But they are a very, very good team, very strong team. Had a couple of dodgy weeks the last couple of weeks, but yeah, in general this season I've been very impressed with the teamwork from the Saabers. As Tim, as we've seen there, is in the pits. He's going to come out on the hard tyres. Reese trying to slow it down inside a little bit. Not really in a position to do that. So 12 laps only from the mediums there for Tim. It does indicate quite a high tyre wear, and it also means these on the hard tyres are going to have to go quite a few more laps before they can pit in. Tim can get out on these fresh hards and put in some really hard laps and catch up. He's going to have a really insurmountable gap, even with the guys coming out on medium tyres. Oh, close between Reese and Paddy there, almost a touch. Nothing dirty, by the way, between these two guys. Actually, Paddy's just defending it legally, and Reese is being aggressive legally. As Reese is probably going to get through. Yeah, nice late break. Just got to be careful here, he doesn't get blocked in. That's a 3-second penalty for Panda Man Gaming in the Alpine. And that's King Panda in the pits, about to change tyres. So, new race leader, Josh Gaming from Reese, from Paddy. This is quite interesting now. I think Ice One's pitted in as well. Shall we just have a look? Yep, there's Ice One. So what can Tim do on these hard tyres? How quickly can he get onto the back of the pack? There's definitely not a pit stop's worth of gap between Josh and Tim. It's going to be the difference between the mediums and the hards, whether he can bring back the gap at the front. And look at King Panda, who was running obviously second position, in between second and third, but let's say second position. Almost 8 seconds behind Tim due to that undercut. That is a big undercut. Some gaps starting to form a little bit. King Panda looking to get past the Panda Man Gaming, and he has done. He needs to get through there as quickly as possible. He's going to lose out on the pit stops. And there's a Haas. I think that's Govey there, about to be lapped. Ace with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings there. And looking very, very strong, these guys at the front, but Tim is just closing the gap. There you go, fastest lap of the race so far. Don't expect that to be the fastest lap from the end, because these guys are obviously going to go on to the medium tyre, so we expect them to put in a few really fast laps. Ice One's gone up into 7th position, Panda Man Gaming dropping down to 9th, Flopper's gone through into 8th position as well. And it's all just heating up. It's just we're just bubbling up nicely at the minute. We're at that stage at the race, in the pit window, where such an important phase of the race. Oh, oversteer again from Paddy. Those tyres must not be in a good way. Josh has managed to pull out a bit of a gap here. Reese using the DRS to try and keep in front of Paddy. I think he's just about going to stay in front. Yeah, there you go. We've just got a first-hand view of why it is so difficult for Paddy in the position that he's in. In goes Josh at the end of lap 15. So Reese up to first, Paddy in second, caution in sector 3. We've got a Haas just running wide there. Tim now up into 4th. Tim now up into 3rd. Absolutely flying now. Just 11.8 behind Paddy. That is well within reach. Tim has to be a clear favourite for this race right now. Had a good race last week, to be fair. Did very well from what was the back of the grid. And we've got a retirement in the pits though, so shouldn't see a safety car. That would make a big difference at this stage. It'd give a massive advantage to Reese and Paddy, who I would expect would pit in straight away and put some medium tyres on. But because he was in the pits when he retired, over there, it won't make a difference because there won't be a safety car. Just playing like a what if game there. As Paddy goes through into first position. Let's see, is Paddy going to pit in now? I would assume that both Paddy and Reese are going to pit in. So Paddy stayed on the outside. Yeah, coming in the pits. Reese has gone another lap. Reese going for the hard soft strategy here? Not sure. It's yeah. See, Tim is going to pass Paddy quite easily here. Yep, there you go. Massive gap. Look at that. The gap here between Josh and King Panda, as they've both gone through now on Paddy because of the pit stop, but the gap, almost, yeah, 10 seconds between themselves and Tim. Not great. Josh, of course, on the medium tyre, so we'll be looking to pull away from his teammate. We'll see if he can do that. Or whether they're just going to try and tow each other along for a potential double podium. Paddy lost out there. He's 2.1 seconds down. He will have fresh tyres. He'll be able to really push on those tyres until the end, which will give him a bit of an advantage as soon as those tyres have warmed up. There you see him there in the background. Ooh, and there was Ice One coming around the corner at quite a speed there. Yeah, Paddy he's got the gap down there. So 2.1 down to 1.5, so that's 0.6 already. And yeah, looking decent, but here's where King Panda should pull away a little bit, because although he's out of DRS range of his teammate right now, he did manage to cross the detection line in time, and he has got DRS, or he did have, but now he won't. So let's see. Paddy looking to get the positions back as Josh gets the fastest lap of the race, as expected, on those mediums. Those are fresh medium tyres. As Fishy Flopper with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. That could be a costly 3 seconds there, because he's quite close to Butler. He is within overtaking range, but then he's got to gap by another 3 seconds just to hold position there. Paddy with a purple sector 1, as expected. The gap has closed to Tim to 8.5. It's going to take a monumental effort from Josh, and he's going to have to hope that those tyres hold on for the rest of the race at peak condition. But that being said, he could do it. He could do it. He's certainly gapped his teammate, and that's not going to help him at all. That's King Panda is in a bit of trouble here. Of course, King Panda was one of the medium hard runners in terms of strategy, and it looks like, yeah, he's going to lose out to Paddy here, and Paddy's going to be looking to gap as quickly as possible. There you see. I'm shocked, actually, that Reese has got this many laps out of the hard tyre. He has to, and that's the fastest lap of the race, by the way, from Paddy as well. Surely Reese has just, he's thrown the traditional strategy out of the window here, and he's going, unless, yeah, actually, to be fair, I forgot about that. Reese early on in the race did pit because he had damage early on, I think. So he could try and get these tyres until the end. Reese is actually first, legitimately. I thought he was going on a hard soft strategy. It absolutely, ooh, I don't know. These hard tyres are looking a bit rough, but he, it totally like left my mind that that he pitted earlier on. So you'd expect Tim to catch him 3 seconds the gap. He can hold on for a podium here, Reese. This could be a huge brain strategy. It's going to be a very, very difficult drive. There's no doubt about that. His tyres are going to be screaming. As you see, he's got to just feather it around every corner. But he is in first, and I mean, fair play to him. I'm normally a little bit more aware of things like that too. Look at that. You can see no grip on the tyres. I wonder what percentage those tyres are at. 80%, I think, is the threshold for punctures. You can't be a million miles away from that. You can see he's really struggling to keep that car underneath him. Tim's took about 4/10 out, but I don't think Reese is. Is battling Tim in terms of where they're going to finish. I think he's trying to just keep in front of Josh to get a second place, which would be a phenomenal effort, in all fairness. It'll be absolutely outstanding. As you see Butler, let's just go down. He's very close to Ice One here. Having a look on the outside. We're about to enter the DRS zone here, and we have is that an Alpine? Could be Pandaman Gaming's Alpine there, taking a little alternate route. Yeah, Butler's gone through into 6th. Could be a bit of controversy there at the end of the race with Butler, just because of a potential use of AI during a safety car. That will be cleared up, of course, as everyone knows by now, all results are pending the stewards looking at the race. So Paddy getting the gap down to almost a second now on Josh. Running really quick. On those marginally fresher tyres. Tim has got the gap down to 1.2 now on Reese. Still, Reese got a good gap there. He's got a good gap on Josh. About 8 seconds, more or less. 7.5. It's going to be tough. Because he might drop more than that per lap. More than a second per lap. Tim's going to go through, yeah, easily through into first position. Let's see what Paddy can do here on Josh. Very close. Going round the outside, and yeah, quite an easy pass there. Under the DRS. Both of these on medium tyres as well, so no difference. Just the only difference is Paddy has got, as I mentioned, marginally fresher tyres. So we'll see these two racing really close. Reese, it's going to be difficult, but if he can stay within DRS, even just for one more DRS zone, it could make all the difference. Might be of Tim's benefit to just tow Reese on for another DRS zone. I'm not saying that would be, like, ethically, I don't know. It wouldn't be illegal, but ethically, I don't know where you would stand on that. But it'd keep Reese going, and keep him on for second position. So, yeah. Let's just quickly jump up to Reese. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Let's jump up to Reese. Let's see if he does get that deal. The detection zone's quite early. There we go. Did he get it? No, he didn't. So that could be costly that he didn't manage to stay within DRS. Tim taking no prisoners, not carrying anyone. He's completely and utterly focused on his own race. Josh managing to get quite close, but not close enough on Paddy to make a pass. This is the battle for third position. The gap 5.4 between Paddy and Reese. I imagine Reese's tyres though. I think he's going to struggle to just keep it in a straight line at this stage. But we'll see, we'll see. This is the, as I mentioned, the big battle on track between these two guys. Bit closer this time, Josh. So that could be good. Quite a big chunk took out of the time, Reese's time. So yeah, I think he's going to struggle. I honestly think he's going to struggle to get to stay in front. As you see, 3.6 the gap. Josh not able to get through on Paddy. Oh, whoa, whoa, he's facing the wrong way there. That was scary. He's really close, Josh. He just can't quite make that pass. Maybe, and it wouldn't be the first time I've seen this. Maybe he's just sat back. He's sat behind just so he makes a move as late as possible in the race. Could see it on lap 28 even. If he passes now, it's going to be very difficult for Paddy to open the... it's going to be very difficult for him to open a gap on Paddy. So that's just going to give Paddy the opportunity to re-overtake. Of course, you want to track position if possible, but thinking of long-term strategies, he may be just staying behind, and then on lap 28, down this particular straight with DRS, look to pass. Although he has looked a bit rough this lap. Needs to get a move on. He's going to close the gap slightly because of DRS, but one thing about doing this sort of strategy, if he is doing it, is he needs to get close. So Reese is in sight of the two behind him, Paddy and Josh. They're going to be looking to pass as quickly as possible. Josh, half a second back now. He's managed to pull about 4/10 back. At 25 of 28. The gap at the front, I know Tim went medium hards, and the hards obviously are a slower tyre than the mediums, but Tim hasn't pulled away as much as I anticipated that he would. I think that's credit to the guys behind him. There we go then, Paddy. He's passed him before the DRS detection zone, I think. I think it's about here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So I don't know whether that's a mistake. Josh is going to pass now, Reese, just down to the tyres. Reese managing to use that DRS though, and he's going to get through on Paddy. Incredible! Reese still holding on for second position, trying to squeeze Paddy out. He's managed to do it. He's got second position back. Incredible. This has been a world-class drive from Reese. That early pit stop, those tyres are absolutely wrecked. Oh, just got to be careful there. Josh almost foxed himself in. Oh, Reese locking up, loads of oversteer. Oh my word, that's because of the state of those tyres. Again, my cat there, he even saw that. He was like, whoa, 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 chill. Yeah, this is not beneficial to Josh. He needs to get past Reese as quickly as possible there. It's probably beneficial if Paddy can just keep Reese within DRS. He's gapped him now, but oh, Josh, look at that. A lot of grass on that front left. Pressure on Josh, and he's struggling a little bit with this pressure. Now he's finally going to have a chance. No, he's that is, I'm 99% sure that was to hang back to the DRS. It looks like he overtook, and Reese is going to get the DRS back. I think he overtook too early. We're about to see. Paddy with a nice, almost 3-second gap now. Yeah, look. Very, very clever from Reese, up into third position. That's, yeah, big brain play there from Reese. It's going to be really difficult for him to even hold on to that third place, even for the last 2 laps. But he's done everything possible, hasn't he? He's absolutely doing his utmost just to keep on the podium with those tyres. Is yeah, I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. Obviously, this has benefited Paddy greatly, and so Tim is going to pull away a little bit in terms of the championship for the last race of the season, but Paddy is well in this. he's got a huge opportunity next week at Silverstone to take the championship. It is going to be a 2-horse race, if you want to call it that. Yeah, between Tim and Paddy next week. All right, Josh getting through. But once again, we see that Reese has managed to keep it quite close, and he's going to get DRS again. Let's see if he can make the pass. Every lap that goes by, it's more difficult, as you can see. He's just struggling to even keep this under control. But he is absolutely rinsing that ERS just down this straight, giving that extra boost with the DRS, with the wing open. And as you see, good strategy. Oh, he's had to go wide there. Oh, Josh just about keeping it in front now. Pandaman Gaming with the DNF. I think he hit the pit wall there, by the looks of things. That means everybody now, if you can just finish, you will be scoring at least a point. Is Reese going to be able to keep this within a decent distance and go for it? That'd be amazing. Butler, by the way, in 6th. He's right on the back of King Panda too. We are on the last lap of the race. It looks like Tim is going to win this by a good 5 seconds. Paddy's going to come second by about 5 seconds as well. Ooh, look at that. It's so tough for Reese. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have DRS this time round. I think that's his fight over. Let's go to Tim at the front. He's about to go down the straight. In fact, no, Butler's dropped back as well. So yeah, let's get on board with Tim. Race leader from the off. He's had a really good race. He had a terrific start. Picked the right strategy. And here he comes. Second to last corner. Right hand hairpin. Small straight into the left-hander. And our championship leader is going to take maximum points. 25 points there. Very, very good race there from Tim. Paddy's going to come across in second position. Still going to be in with a shout. Josh makes it a podium there for the Saubers with a good run at the end. Reese, 4th position. Brilliant there from Reese. King Panda getting 5th from Butler. Very close between those two at the end. Ice One just about to come over the line in 7th. Now we're just waiting for everybody else. There's Fishy Flopper, who's with that 3-second penalty. He's just about, yeah, he's going to keep 8th position. Verpe in 9th in the Aston Martin. And Ace is going to come across the line. He's going to be 10th, but it's going to be good enough for a point. That could be an important point in the constructors for the Mercedes, looking to get as many as they can. And that will be it for our race tonight. There we go, a race win for Tim. A 2nd place for Paddy. The drivers' championship is still all on the line. And yeah, Reese, driver of the day, can't be argued there. What a fantastic stint he had on those hard tyres. Unreal how well he's managed to do there on those tyres. And there's Tim collecting his trophy, an absolutely deserved trophy. The Ferrari pit crew very happy with him, and rightfully so. Been a great race. It was a very, very good Chinese Grand Prix. And it's all leading up, all this season, and it's just been leading up to next week. Next week is the big one. It's Silverstone. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies to tune in, because next week everything is on the line. We will see. Paddy, by the way, getting that extra point for the fast lap. That could be massively important in terms of the championship next week. Who's going to take it? Who's your favourite? I think Tim is he's just about the favourite to to win the title, but you can't count Paddy out. He's come back. He's come back, and he's put himself in a phenomenal position to have a chance at winning the title here. Well, as I say, that will be it for this week. It's been a great race. It's been a pleasure as always. And next week we have, as I mentioned, I cannot mention it enough, the 12th and final race of the season, sprint race, and we also have a feature race. It's from Silverstone. It's such a great track, everything to play for. And GG's to everybody tonight on their point scoring efforts, and we will see you next week, same time, same place, you know. Have a great week everyone, and we'll see you next time.